next show will start in 10 minutes. The next show will start in 9 minutes.
What is it?
Say,
What is it?
hey, why it's Buttercup popcorn. Add sweet green butter to hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight.
It's so munchy,
Crisp and crunchy.
you'll enjoy each bite. Eat butter-drenched Buttercup popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
The next show will start in 8 minutes.
For refreshment. For your enjoyment, there's hot, fresh popcorn, tempting, delicious hot dogs, and so many kinds of ice cream. And of course, sparkling, delicious, ice-cold Coca-Cola for everybody at the refreshment counter now. Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with world-famous ice-cold Coca-Cola.
The next show will start in 7 minutes. next show will start in 6 minutes. While you're relaxing and waiting for the next show to begin, visit our snack bar. The next show will start in 5 minutes. The next show will start in 4 minutes.
You suppose there's time?
Sure, there's still time to visit our fine snack bar, where we offer a wide variety of good things to eat and drink to top off your evening. Want a suggestion? How about enjoying a treat we're famous for? A refreshing cup of smooth, chocolatey good Jubilee hot chocolate. Such a comforting, special kind of drink, and a favorite with folks of all ages. Hot chocolate goes down real easy this time of night, makes you feel warm and altogether wonderful. Bet you've never tasted hot chocolate quite as good as we make it. Enjoy a cup tonight.
Hot dogs with your favorite trimming for men and boys, girls and women. Dress them up to suit your taste. They're good. So good.
The next show will start in 3 minutes. The next show will start in 2 minutes. next show will start in 1 minute.
Jim Rex? What's Jim Rex? Would you believe a movie audience guide presented as a public service by this theater's management to help you select your motion picture entertainment? Well, that's what it is. And we urge you to learn these rating symbols and use them as a guide for you and your family. G means suggested for general audiences, all ages. M, suggested for mature audiences, parental discretion advised. R, restricted, persons under 16 not admitted unless accompanied by parent or adult guardian. X, persons under 18 will not be admitted. This seal in advertising indicates that the film was approved under the Motion Picture Code of Self-Regulation.
Hi, folks. I'm Rico.
Oh, Nacho.
He's Peppy.
See?
You can find us at the concession stand in the lobby.
Along with all sorts of other tasty goodies.
See? Rico's Nachos, a refreshingly new and different snack discovery. Chock full of high-quality ingredients, crisp, fresh tortilla chips, covered with creamy aged cheddar cheese, topped off with zesty jalapeno pepper rings. Rico's Nachos, out of sight.
Remember, folks, we're the new star at the snack bar, Rico's Nachos, a new taste treat you can't beat.
See? Rico's Nachos, on sale at the snack bar now.
About to witness the takeoff of the first manned rocket to outer space. We pick up the count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
We're off to visit the planets. There are treats galore in the stars. Venus is loaded with candy, and ice cream is found upon Mars. The soda pop's fizzing on Saturn. When you're thirsty, it sure hits the spot. And Jupiter's really jumping with popcorn that's buttered and hot. But the best of them all is the planet, where all of these treats are at hand. And that is the spot we now head for, our theater refreshment stop.
Good evening. It's intermission time. And during the next 10 minutes, we invite you to visit our refreshment stand located in the center of the drive-in. Our service is friendly and quick. You'll find hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, your favorite candies, hot and cold beverages, and other delicious snacks. So add to your fun of watching the movie. Visit our refreshment stand right now during our 10-minute intermission. We're glad to have you with us tonight, and we hope you'll come to see us often. It's great to get out to the movies.
Today, we're interviewing a stomach.
Hello there.
What is life like as a stomach?
Oh, boy, it was humdrum. I mean, until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizza?
Yeah, I was suffering from the pizza cravings until Tony's came along. Crispy crust and zesty sauces. Wow.
And so now... What's that?
Another pizza craving. Just thinking about Tony sets it off.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going to get a Tony's Pizza. And I follow him anyway.
Does your stomach send you pizza craving signals? Oh, wow. Tony's, the Pizza Cravers Pizza. Available at the concession stand.
The delicious Oriental treat that's out of this world for taste-tempting goodness. Light and delicious, full of tender, juicy, fresh shrimp meat. It's America's favorite shrimp rolls. Try Flavos. You'll say they're shrimply delicious.
Hungry? We have it. Kettle from the popper. There are other treats for you, too, such as fresh candies and ice cream. Visit the Refreshment Center now. Enjoy a delicious snack and ice-cold Coca-Cola.
sneaking out to the drive-in? Why not take the kiddies along and save the expense of a sitter? Everyone enjoys the drive-in.
Please replace the speaker on its rack when you're ready to leave. Failure to do so will damage both the speaker and your car. We'll be grateful, and so will the patrons who follow you.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
We're now just 1 minute away from the beginning of our next feature. For your convenience, our refreshment stand will remain open after the feature begins, so you still have time to add to the fun of watching the movie. Before we begin our next feature, we'd like to remind you to replace your speaker before leaving the theater. If it is accidentally damaged, please notify someone at the refreshment stand. Again, thank you for coming out to the drive-in tonight. As you leave, please drive carefully and come back soon. Please replace the speaker on its rack when you're ready to leave. Failure to do so will damage both the speaker and your car. We'll be grateful, and so will the patrons who follow you.
Projectionist, stop the show. Here's great news you ought to know. We've just got a shipment of taste-thrilled treats, all tip-top quality and delicious eats. There are hot dogs and popcorn and candy galore. There's soft drinks and coffee and a whole lot more. So direct your steps to our refreshment stand to enjoy the finest snacks in all the land.
You have 10 minutes till showtime.
You've seen the show. It was quite a treat. But now you'd like something to eat, so right this way to the concession stand serving Castleberry's, the best in the land. Yes, sir. Castleberry's is real southern barbecue. Choice cuts of meat slowly cooked over open pits of smoldering oak coals for honest-to-goodness barbecue flavor. You'll also find hot coffee, cold soft drinks, and delicious ice cream in our snack bar to go with your Castleberry sandwich. Just look at that generous helping of rich, juicy barbecue. Yum, yum. For a real taste thrill, Castleberry's barbecue will fill the...
The next show will start in 9 minutes.
Golden, pure creamery butter, rich, flavorful, satisfying. That's what it takes for the finest buttered popcorn, and that's what we use. See for yourself why there's no showtime treat to equal the crisp, delicious flavor of hot popcorn that's bathed in real melted butter. It's at the concession stand now.
Now listen.
Check, check, testing, 1, 2, 3, check. That's my cue. Hello, it's a little dark in here. Shh. Good morning. Oh, I gotta do this. Because I forgot to do this while we was opening. So I've got to do it now. see that in the morning, do you? Ever. Ever. All right, here we are. It's morning. All right, let's get with it. Let's get with it. Let's get this straight. And then let's get these other things straight. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm here. That's all I'm going to admit to. I am here. I made it. The kids went to a show last night. They get back around 1:45. I got back to sleep about 2:30-ish. Woke up Joey here at about 4:20. Hung a curtain. Totally. Anywho, it is morning time. It is the morning show. I can do this, but it's going to leave a lot of shadows on my face. That's better. It's an Iron Maiden day. Yeah, I don't know. Nico McBrain was like my favorite Maiden. He was always the new guy. Totally. As you can see, I've got a curtain hanging up here this morning. See? That's it. Just a curtain. I can go behind the curtain. Say hi. Shh. Well, I haven't seen Dubs in a while. I hope he's okay. There we go. Oh my God. No way. Yeah, I was wiping adhesive. I really worked most of the day yesterday on my new opening theme for Mondays. I decided I'm going to have an opening, a completely different opening for every day of the week, using different versions of my opening theme song. So yesterday I put a version of my new opening for Mondays in the can, and I think I am going to go back and futz with it a little bit. Right? And see if I can't, I don't know, make it better. I'm going to start doing the TV one next. And for that one, well, actually, I may wait until I have an empty house to do that one, because I've got a lot of videos of me doing morning show stuff, and then kind of edit them together in a little video montage of morning show stuff. So I'll get out some of my favorite television show shirts and do a bunch of end of chips shots, right? Me smiling, drinking coffee, doing a Bong hit, playing with Simon, doing a bunch of different stuff that I would normally do in the mornings on a Tuesday, read a TV guide, talk about various shows. So I'll just make a bunch of quick little 5-second videos of me talking about something or doing something. We're not going to have any sound, so I can say whatever I want. And I need to go through about probably 2 to 3 seconds per shot. And they need to merge together, and I need about maybe 20 seconds at the most. Right? And then have the irregulars give me shots that I can use. Yeah, it's gonna work out good. It's good. Mix this up here a little bit. Get that heat transfer going. Alright. I can't drink it yet, but I can wait for it. No, I can't. Alright, I am doing this carbon candy, and yesterday I got up and I did a couple of Bong hits, and man, it tore me up. Ah, good, I'm just home from the hospital yesterday and tried a mini winter crop of Sinsemilla. So I hope they weren't related. Yeah, I tried my new crop of seedless, and it sent me to the hospital. It was so good. Well, what happened? Why were you in the hospital? And Sinsemilla, of course, in Espanol, that means seedless. So, are you growing a sativa or an indica? Totally. Yeah, because I'm just going to keep smoking. I'm just going to keep smoking. Yeah, baby. Kids got back at 1:45 from LA. I noticed on the table that there's some packets of In-N-Out's hamburger sauce. And I'm like, ooh, they did go. Yay. Because there's nothing like going to a concert and then late at night stopping off at your favorite burger place on the way home. Right? Everyone should have as cool a ritual as my daughter. She's got her things, you know. Everybody's got things. Thanks. In case you're wondering, it's a little odd in here. I've got a curtain hanging up to keep the light off of Joey, because he's trying to sleep. He didn't get to sleep until about the time I was waking up. So, and then it is university day. My daughter has finals today. She has a final, and it's a 2-hour day. So, we're going to have to figure that out. Sometimes Joey goes and takes her. Sometimes, usually I take her. My wife, never. If I'm sick, then yes, but usually I'm the guy. It's my job. there's got to be, certain things that I'm relied upon for to be done, and those are some of my things. Driving. I'm usually the driver. I don't mind not being the driver, I'll tell you. Totally. Feeling good. Feeling buzzed. I'm telling you. So no, really, what are you growing? Why did you go to the hospital? I would have sent you flowers. Is that where you go for tests and stuff? Regular visits? But why? Why? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Should we try properties? Let's try a filter. Is it on? Off. On, off. Okay, so it's on. I don't see any difference. Color key. Alright, well there you go. I don't see any friggin' difference. It's on now. On, off. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow this morning. It's Monday, but I was tied to this computer for the whole day yesterday. The whole day, in the morning, after work, after lunch. Yeah, but I think I got it. Right? I think I got it. Yeah. It's a pretty cool opening. I think I can load it if you want to check it out. Do you want to check it out? Do you? Do you want to check it out? Because if you want to check it out, I can let you check out the new morning show theme. Uh-oh. I started a video over here. I'm using the wrong keyboard. Let's do a theme test. And, we'll go ahead and test out this opening sequence here. Let's see. What's going on, dude? Where you at? Where you at? There it is. Alright, are you there? Are you there? I may change this a little bit, but it is. And there it is. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Hmm? I hope you saw it okay. It looks like it's coming out on the thing here okay. I got some things to do on it. I think I need to do a couple of little things to it. I won't tell you what. But, yeah, that's my new little opening theme. That's for Mondays only. And I'm not quite sure how I want to handle the screen on Monday. It's quite possible that every Monday of the month, I'll have a different screen. Sometimes we'll be at a theater, sometimes we'll be at a drive-in, sometimes we'll be at home on TV, in a movie studio, or, did we see drive-in? Yeah. Oh, school. School. Totally. And then again, what I might do is just rather than have the screen change every day of the week, the opening pre-show should be on one of those screens, right? So on Monday pre-show, before I'm doing educational film stuff, we should have this schoolroom up and show a film in the morning. Yeah, that's it. The drive-in should be like horror movie trailers. The theater screen, that should be, you know, some Academy Award type shit. I'm still fiddling with it. If I can just get every week, get a couple of days done, ready to use, as far as graphics and opening and whatnot, then I think I'll be ready by the 1st. Not sure how we're going to start the season, whether I'm going to take the end of the year off and start the season on the 1st, or take that week off and start on the 5th. I just haven't really figured it out yet. Were you telling me about stuff and my algorithm has stopped you from talking? Is that what it is? Because I'm not getting any comments from you here. Let me reboot my comments. No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Totally. The Barbary Coast, eh? Totally. Did I scare you away? That stuff is rough. You are so scary. Booga booga booga. I'm so scary. What did I do to get that comment? That's funny. Was it the opening theme? Let's see, it's the 8th. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12th is Friday. I have to use my fingers. There we go. Episode 176, 177, 78, 179, and Friday is 180. Wow. I am scary. I am scary. There we go. Did I scare you away? I get it. See, one little comment and I'm thrown. Completely thrown. Because I don't keep track of what I say. See? I don't remember what I say from minute to minute. I never rewatch the shows. And that's a weird thing, I guess. There's a lot of shows. Why would I spend 2 to 8 hours sitting here doing this and then sit and rewatch it, right? I can't imagine why. I just don't have any compulsion to sit and rewatch any of these shows. Now, I did go back and watch the first 1 or 2 episodes of the first season, which was pretty weird. I would suggest that you do that. If you want to see how far we've come, go back and watch episode 1 of season 1, the very first morning show. That's a treat. ADHD and smoking lots of weed will do that totally. I've got a host of issues with my brain, so pot is my savior. Because aside from that, everything else is all upstairs and fucked up. Fucked up. Gotta keep my coffee warm until I'm ready to drink it. About another 15 or 20 minutes, I'll start sipping it down. So it is Monday. Monday. I really should start keeping track of movies that I watch because I don't remember. I must have watched a half a dozen movies or TV shows and stuff over the weekend. And I just, for the life of me, cannot remember any of them. Doesn't that suck? That sucks. That just sucks. I don't care. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't forgotten, but because it's so far back in the recesses of my mind, I don't have to worry about it. But there are lots of things back there that scare me. But there are a lot of things back there that are also that I miss, and I don't know that I miss them until I bump into them walking through the long dark corridors of my brain. And then I bump into these people that I haven't seen in forever, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss you. And then they're gone. Now, I know yesterday cleaning the house, not this house, but a house, I started to find myself wandering again. I'll get up, I'll start moving around and working and stuff, and then I'll finish something in one room, right? And I'll just, all of a sudden, I will find myself frozen like a statue, lost in my own thoughts, in my own brain, thinking about something, either something that I'm doing, but more than likely it's not like doing, but something that I'm like doing at home and I want to get back to, but more than likely I'm lost in the past, and I'm gone, right? And I will kind of shake myself out of it and have to tell myself, get moving, stay focused. This is what you're doing. Remember what you're doing. Stay on job. Don't dawdle. And I find myself dawdling. I'll be doing something, everything will be great movement, and then within like an instant, I realize that I've been standing in one spot for a few seconds or sometimes a minute. And then I'm like, oh shit, and I'll look at my clock and see that, yes indeed, some time has passed. It's really easy to tell, whether it's just a few seconds or a few minutes. It's kind of spooky, because all of a sudden I'll be like, oh shit, what was I doing? Where am I? What's going on? Who the fuck am I? Right? That kind of shit. Every once in a while it happens while driving. You're not usually driving because my brain is pretty active. My eyes are all over the place. My brain is constantly judging and evaluating and measuring and calculating and shit. But when I'm just kind of wandering around a house cleaning, my brain can totally drift off. Totally drift off. And then I will find myself frozen in one spot, a rag in one hand, a spray bottle in the other. Was right in the middle of doing something. Sometimes it's right in the middle of a wipe. And I'll be like, hey, it's dry and I didn't wipe it, which means I was there for that long, frozen. Yeah. Happens every once in a while here, where I kind of space and drift off, but nothing like when I'm at work. And maybe it's because I've trained myself to leave my body when I'm working, right? I put my body on autopilot, and my brain goes back here, and I'll be working on song lyrics, trying to edit a piece in my head, a video, or trying to work on elements to something. And I just drift off. Yeah, smoking a lot of weed will do that. But so will some fucked up brain injuries too. And probably the early onset dementia and Alzheimer's and shit. Anyway, back to the show. Oh, back to the show. Can we get back to the show? Alright, we're back to the show. So, I think I'm going to work on the Wednesday show, the old time radio show. And I'd like to do my morning show as an old time radio broadcaster from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So I want to have a booth, maybe the same booth, maybe a different booth. each time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress up my window like a radio booth, live on air. And then I'll just be inside the booth. I'll cut the glass out and I'll be in the booth. I may leave some technical stuff here in front of me when I cut the booth out. Perhaps not. But you'll look through the window of the radio studio booth and it'll be this. Basic. Pretty basic. And it'll be a one-shot deal. Be a straight-on shot, looking through the booth. And that'll be it. That will be it. But I think on those days, I'm going to do an old radio broadcast every Wednesday. So I'll be on for 2 hours. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to air a 10 or 15 minute radio show, some kind of serialized thing. So every week we'll hear another part. I'm going to use old commercials and old news and old music, and every Wednesday I'm going to do music and commercials and news, and I'll create elements, commercials for stuff that doesn't exist. I'll create news broadcasts and use news stuff from the past. And I think that's going to be a fun Wednesday to do the radio. I'm not sure how I want to do the Tuesday. It's going to be television. So I'm not sure how we want to handle it. It'll be a television. But how do we want to handle what's coming through the television? Is it going to be a news program? A morning show? That's probably it. We'll just set it up like a morning show. And do a morning show opening theme like that. With a montage of me doing morning show stuff. And the whole morning show feel. Yeah. So that'll be great. I'm still clueless on Thursdays and Fridays. I want to have a thing in my head that I know, but I don't know. So I'm still kind of clueless. But if I can work on these first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and get those done, everything else should work itself out. That's a little bit different. It's a little different. We had to get a different Italian sweet cream this morning. And I'm out of coffee. So I had to use the Folgers coffee bags, which is a great emergency item. And it's an item I need to replace. So when I do go out for coffee, I'm going to get a box of coffee bags. Just like tea bags, only with coffee in them. And they are excellent for camping or something, a quick pot of coffee and you don't want instant. I hate instant coffee. It's horrible. But I love a good coffee bag. So I may even try a new kind this time. Totally. Thursdays. I know Fridays. I want to try to keep Fridays about me and my past and my history. So I may put together some kind of video montage of me growing up. And put that together with the theme. I don't want to use a concert stage thing for Thursday because I don't want people to get the impression that it's always about concerts, and it's not. But I'm not sure how to handle Thursday. Some kind of throwback scenario. I think that might just be another TV day where it's kind of a gadget corner consumer show. So rather than a morning, Thursday is probably going to be the same TV thing, but it will be like the show that would follow the morning show, right? What would come on after the morning show? A consumer gadget program, right? Fight back thing. So rather than do the morning show thing, I think we'll do the morning show theme, but we'll then go into a gadget corner consumer fight back type opening. So we kind of transition from the morning show into that segment type thing. That would work. And then there you could is where we could really show a lot of stuff, where that would be the day of the week where I actually bring out stuff on the desk here and we fuck with it. So I should have a once a week I should have a box of something that we futz with here on the desk, something that I've been messing with and that we're gonna work on, put it back together, open it up, just discuss the history of an item, a product. So bring a product here, find out its history, the history of the manufacturer, what the item is all about, dig up some pictures and some video about that particular item, and that's the show. That's the show right there, in a nutshell. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, TV format with consumer advocate show. That's it. Look at old crap, see? I'm just digging up what I've already got in my brain. So there you go. There it is. The new season. Just looking at the opening theme, because I think the opening theme will start off as a Throwback Thursday thing, and then it'll zoom into the screen, and you'll see the opening to the actual show, right? And then it'll fade to me. And then I think each episode, one episode on Thursday, should be about one product. And then maybe start doing a follow-up on a product. there should not only be one product we discuss, but there should be like a mailbag type segment. The 2-hour show there should be segments discussing the product, and then discussing similar products, issues with the products, a mailbag segment, and a follow-up segment where we talk about what has happened about a specific product that we've talked about. There you go. So if we're going to talk about, like, say, Simon, then we would be talking about Milton Bradley as well. Is that who has Simon? I can't recall. So we would be talking about the manufacturer and their history and their longevity. If we're going to talk about a Sony Betamax camera and recorder, then we're going to talk about that company and its longevity and its history and its other departments. Totally. It's okay. I prefer just a straight sweet cream. Sweet cream, baby. All right. It could be worse. That could be completely out of coffee, or creamer, or both. I probably would settle for instant. I'm going to have to get a little thing of that instant, like International House coffee. That's really good instant. That is good stuff. I like that. Yeah, baby. Throwback Thursday would be a day that we would look at 8-tracks and open them up and refurbish them. It means that I would have to go through my storage and organize everything so that it all had a purpose. Because there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I've got upwards of 20 cases of 8-track cartridges. That's a lot. Not to mention the boxes, and the shelves, and the drawers, and the boxes. Oh, so many 8-tracks. I've got one shelf that's a block of 8-tracks stacked 18 inches high, 18 inches deep, 36 inches wide, right? A brick of 8-tracks on a shelf. I've got sets of 8-tracks, Elvis, country western, so much. At some point, once I use it enough here, most of these 8-tracks have to get fixed up and sold, right? I need to have an assembly line type repair station here, so I can just bring stuff in, fix it up, move it out. Bring stuff in, fix it up, move it out. So I have a few 8-track players / recorders that are refurbished. I have a few hundred 8-tracks that are refurbished. So I'm already off to a good start. I need to do just that. Just that. 1 day a week. 8 tracks, 8 tracks, 8 tracks. Until they're all done. They're all refurbished. They're all bagged and tagged and priced and all lovey-dovey and ready to get sold off. Right? And have that inventory. Same thing with the recorders, the players, all the other machinery. Once its life has been extended, then I can get a really good price for it. I see a lot of 8 tracks out there at thrift shops and record stores and stuff, and there's absolutely nothing good about them. They haven't been tested. The pads are crusty. You know, they're just a big question mark, but they're putting a price tag on it, right? So what I might do is say, look, I'll sell you these 8 tracks at this price, ready to play, but you got to buy so many, and I'll give you enough meat on the bone to make some money, right? If they're selling them at $3 a pop, right, or $5 a pop, and they don't even know if they work, right? I could sell them some for $5 to $10 a pop, and they could still sell them for $10 to $15 to $20 a pop, right? It's a popping and locking, totally. I would really have to get into repairing players and recorders, though, because that's where the game is. If you can't play them, then people don't want to own them except for display. So why bother spending a couple of more dollars on them? I plan to sell the machines, the player recorders, for upwards of 100 or more. And I plan to sell the 8-track cartridges for 5 to 15 and up, right? And I'm going to have different categories of playability and well, they're all going to play. But, you know, depending on the genre and popularity and desirability and that kind of stuff, that's going to determine the price. Same thing with the records. I need to dig up. Now, see, records, you can usually only sell records at a roadside stand or thrift store or swap meet type setting. You can only get so much for them, unless they're in really good condition and have been cleaned and bagged and taken care of, archived. Then people want to spend $15, $25, $35 on them. Joey just went to the record store out here and bought 8 records, new and used. So, but there's a market for all of this ancient music stuff. And I've been hoarding it. I've been holding on to this stuff and gathering it up little by little for years. And I think it's time that I start gathering up more. And I need my van. I need to go out once a month, just once a month, and go out and hit up a few places where I can get stuff for cheap. And pick up a bunch of merchandise that I can then take and repurpose and rebrand as vintage, not just old crap. I could do that. What would be best is if I just had my van and tables, canopy, and several boxes of stuff to set up every other weekend. And not just 8-tracks and stereos, but more stuff, more memorabilia type stuff. And ask tourist prices, right? Because that's the deal. That's the deal. Trying to capitalize on that tourism dollar out here. Holy moly. And that would, in turn, just be one of the fundraiser elements to get to the arcade, which is my ultimate bucket list dream here, is just to open an arcade. That's it. That's all. How do I get there? I've got to have some things in place that say, okay, look, this is what I'm doing to get there. And then try to get other things into play to help raise funds. I think my New Year's resolution is going to be to have an arcade by the end of the year. Within 1 year, have an arcade up and running. Or at the very least, be on the way. It's got to be one of the easiest businesses to run. It's technically challenging, but yeah, I think I can pull it off. I know I can pull it off. It's just a matter of fundage. And if we, like, you know, get to the point to where it's like we just need to listen, I'm going to start selling shit off. Seriously. Just start selling everything and anything just to get to the finish line. Because the payoff will be crazy good. Well, let's at least pick out a movie. Let's at least pick out a movie. We got to pick out a movie, 1970s, 80s movie from the past. Totally. Something. If there's anybody out there, I could use some help picking out a movie for the week and an album of the day. How about Tron? That's a good movie. It's arcade. Maybe we should start doing arcade movies to try to build up some good juju, right? So let's do Tron, and then maybe next week we'll do War Games, alright? Let's see, let's get rid of this guy. Yes. There's another album we can get rid of. We can get rid of that album. We can keep Jack. We can get rid of this one. We can get rid of the Hardcastle and McCormick. We can get rid of Head. And whatever this one was. Oh, KMT, we're keeping that one. SA, there it is. Oh, yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, we're done with that. There we go. Gonna shorten stuff up a little bit so it's not so much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to take this theme and I'm going to drop it away as well, because then my program is going to not be using so much CPU. So I will be playing my morning themes from my graphics computer, because it's going to just be a better fit technically. So there you go. Totally, man. Anywho. I forgot what movie I was gonna do. I forgot. Does anybody remember? Oh, Tron. Tron. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Tron. Oh, jeez. I have to keep my eyes off the news. I don't want Tron Legacy and all this new bullshit. I want the original. There it is. There she be. There she be. Pardon me. Pardon me. Old-time radio show. That means I'm going to go back to creating set lists of music and commercials and stuff once a week, which I get my nighttime nonsense and nostalgia on, even though it's not nighttime. I'm going to do the same type of production. Morning madness and mayhem? I don't know. says you're there. It says you're right there. I can open you and look at you, so you must be there. So let me close you now and try to open you again. I will. Image. Cancel. Oh, come on. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. It doesn't want to give it to me. Doesn't that suck? You save an image and it just won't save. You save it but you can't access it where you want to access it. Alright, let me see if I can find another 1982 movie poster. Tronsky Bobansky. Dozier. The Dozier. The Dozier. Let me just go to this and type in 1982. There we go. Let's see if this works. Part. I don't want it. To get away from it. Bilge. Bilge water. Bilge water. Let's see, we've got another one. Let's see if this will work now. Alright. Something's gotta work. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm in December. I'm in December. Oh man. It just won't let me have this frickin'. Wait a second. It's not there either. It's not there. Oh, you are just bumming me out. I hate it when that happens. I'm trying to just, all I want to do is just do my show. That's all. It won't let me. I just can't seem to find the right image that my computer will be able to save. Well, I'll see if that one works, because I'm about to give up. I'm about to give up. Oh, finally. Oh, man. Pardon me while I play Shrinky Dinky. There it is. And there's Tron, the original movie. Movie of the week. Sheesh, took me long enough to get there. Ay. Man. Okay. Oh, don't fall over. That would wreak havoc. It would be havoc. Wreakage. There we go. All right. I'm feeling caught up. I'm going to have to set up more cameras for the different shows. I'd like to have a couple of different camera angles. And a couple of shows, I want to have a couple of different angles per show. Like the radio show, it's one angle, one view. The TV shows, Tuesdays and Thursdays, they need to have multiple angles that are easy to put onto the TV screen. Totally. Friday. I think I'm going to put something on the screen that looks like videotape playback. See if I can get away with creating a graphic on the screen that looks like a date from the past on a digital camera readout. Right? Something that says recording and the date, time. If I can do a timestamp and date, that would be perfect. Yeah. Okay, so a timestamp and a date. And I don't want to put anything up on the screen really other than that. And let's see if we can find a way to use a camcorder or something that feels like a camcorder so I can pick it up and move it around and aim it. That stuff, right? I like that. Movable camcorder. Flashback Friday. We'll use that element. I can pick it up and aim it at things. Yeah. Photographs and set it on its thing and tell a story, talk, play some music. Yeah. That's gonna work. I like that. Yeah, cheers. So I'm gonna be here till the top of the hour. I don't know who else is gonna be here. I've been getting done a little early lately, so some irregulars haven't been able to make it. Right? And I can appreciate that. Totally. Totally. Just drifting off onto another day of the week because I can. Trying to come up with an album of the day. It's kind of hard because I got a bad brain. Let's see, what did I listen to yesterday? I listened to Bread, the best of Bread. What did I listen to before that? Oh, man. America. So let's do the best of Bread, because I know we've done America recently. Totally. Is there anybody out there? No? Okay. All right. Image. Come on, baby. There it is. All right. Nice. Nice. Wow. Yeah, I need stronger coffee. Or stronger pot. Or something. chewy. Chewy gooey. But I need I use 2 bags in a cup. Because the bags are for small cups. And I got a big cup. Yeah, baby. Where is the live music? I should put something like live music upon request in the description to the new morning show stuff. And then I can pop up the live graphic on occasion. Totally. Well, I'm missing a bunch of people this morning. Where are the irregulars? I'm feeling irregular. I can't do that this morning because we got a house guest. It is a little chilly this morning. It says that it's 47. I'm going to have to get an actual thermometer. I was going to say temperature reader. But yeah, an actual thermometer. I need an actual one that has a readout in here and an actual temperature taking device, thermometer outside. And then I want a real one in here on the wall. One of those old bottle of Coke with the thermometer, big thermometer in it, right? I don't know where to find that. I guess a vintage store. Totally. It's amazing what you can find online. Or better yet, find in one of those funny little stores. We went to Pioneer Town the other day, and walking through the little shops, they all had weird little things, collectible type things, hard to find things, right? And then I'm thinking, wow, they must have gone to one of those sites that has a bunch of that crap, because they had a bunch of those things in New, like the little bird that dips down into the water, right? And it keeps dipping. And that's what it does. It just keeps going back and forth. They had some of those. They had, weird little, not, Rubik's Cube type things, right? Stuff from the past, little gadgets and gizmos and weird things. There must be a couple of places on the internet that you can go to at least to find just tons of that shit. Slide whistles and little toys from the past. Those I know that little thing that's it's a handle, and it's 2 wires that go out and back like this, right? And there's this spinning wheels on a rod, and you spin them and they crawl up and go up and then round back, and they keep traveling on this thing, right? Or the little ball on the paddle ball, is that what that is? Shit like that, right? Because I should join their gadget or toy of the week or month club, right? Probably something of the week. So every week some stupid little gadget shows up, right? A kazoo, pop gun, slide whistle, harmonica, just stupid little things like that. Totally. again just to be sure I haven't missed anybody. Nope. Okay. There you go. There you have it. There it is. Right there. What you gonna do about it? The morning show. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so my ultimate goal is to not just have more shows, but have more on every show. More on. Totally. Have every themed show have more about the theme. We're doing okay. We're getting rolling. But we need to invest. Since I'm not going to be investing time into creating videos that I'm just going to put on my channel, you know, I'm talking about borrowed content. It took me a lot of time to come up with all of that old-time radio stuff and educational films that I put on the channel. That's good. That's a good library to have on the channel of stuff that we can talk about. But now I need to go in depth on a lot of stuff in every episode, whatever the theme may be. Sometimes we'll be doing a Monday movie memories, and we'll be talking about TV movies, right? Made-for-TV movies. A lot of really good made-for-TV stuff. I almost put on The Towering Inferno the other day. Almost. It's just about time. Getting to the middle of the day when my wife and I can sit and watch it and not fall asleep, right? Because we're old. Totally. So yeah, I'm going to get done at the top of the hour here this morning and go eat a little something and then probably take a nap. Well, I was up rather late myself last night. So we'll get us a nap in before I get to roll into town. So Totally Television Tuesday. We'll do a morning show. That one we're going to leave open. We're going to do a really loose-based Tuesday morning show. I will pick segments, 4 segments to do or something throughout the 2 hours. Segments that are going to be easier for us to get into and talk about a topic, and I won't have to do a whole bunch of crazy research to get ready for it. It'll be just, here's this segment, you know, straight talk, crazy old weird bearded guy, straight talk or something, instead of crazy old rant or something. So we'll get into doing some kind of segmented morning show on Tuesday with the TV show theme, commercials, commercial breaks, that kind of thing. And we're back. We'll talk about movies in depth on Monday. Whether it be, you know, educational films, feature films, drive-in movies, horror movies, low-budget movies, made-for-TV movies. So that show will be a little work because there'll be some research involved. So it'll mean me bringing up facts and discussing them, and graphics, facts and graphics. Tuesday, a loose-based morning show with commercials, and that will be the planning part of that morning show. Will be in the breaks. That's where the time is gonna get chewed up. So every week having to put together so many commercial blocks, and Wednesday, same thing, putting together a show, a 2-hour show of news, music, commercials, commentary, radio format. So we never leave the booth, but the sound changes. Thursday. That's another busy day. That's a day where I have to grab an element to discuss in detail, and then research that and have those facts at my fingertips. I don't want to do a lot of printing, so I'm going to have to get my daughter to help me figure out a technical way to do this without having to move any of these computers, but get my facts here in front of me. A tablet would be perfect, and then I can just scroll through the tablet. Facts printed out on paper would be perfect, because it's going to have more of the old school television appeal. So I think it's probably going to be that. And what I'll do is I'll just, every day after each show, I'll take an hour and gather up the elements I need for the next week's show, and swap things out, get things ready, print out my copy, and stick that in the box for the next week, so that every week I just have to show up and pull stuff out of a box that I put in the previous week, open up some files for stuff to play over here if I need. But that's going to mean hard drive space. I know what I want for Christmas. I know what I want. I'll just have to whittle it out of the budget. A couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there, till I get enough to get it. That's it. That's all. Totally. So we'll see. We'll see in the pussycats. I think we have one more work day this week. Well, this weekend. Today's the last day of the weekend. And then next weekend. So whittle a few bucks out of the budget this weekend. And next weekend, before the end of the year, I should have enough memory to shuffle things around and start creating daily elements. And put together a day one file, and have that set up so that I can take stuff. Here's what I've got gathered for this episode. Last episode gets scooped up and goes into a used file, which is what I do, and which is why I have so many things on my hard drives, is because I just, rather than dispose of them and delete them, I recycle them and I refile them, so that if I need that element again, it's already on my computer. The only bummer is that these things aren't filed correctly. I need to take a hard drive, a blank hard drive, start new files, and copy and paste stuff over to here and delete it over here, so that when I get done, I have only one copy of things that right now I have multiple copies of in different places because I've moved them around and copied and pasted and then, you know, used it here. And so I need to get that. You can see my towel, my tiki towel here. Twirly. I had to hang something up quick this morning because I didn't want to harass my guest too much. But you know, what the hell? I'm a horrible host. I don't share with my pot. No, I don't, because nobody else smokes. You know, a house full of people and I'm the only one that smokes. It's kind of lonely. Right? It's kind of lonely. God, I just totally flashed back to junior high, 7th grade, hanging out in these people's living room. Oh, I just had the smell of the food cooking and the sounds. Oh, the smell of that house, I remember it. Memories. It was like incense and fried potatoes and pot and I don't know, patchouli. There was this smell that was there that was totally '70s, '80s. God. Yep. Those were the days. Those were the days. I can't wait till you see all of the different themes, all the different show openings, right? I think they may all start the same way, with the same sunrise coming up. I think that is the only element that I may keep the same. And I may add, I don't know, a rooster crowing as the sun's coming up. Or just before the sun comes up. Yeah. But the greatest part is that I was able to find over a half dozen different versions of my opening theme. So I may use the opening theme that I have now. I may reuse it again for another day or the end of a day. I may use it for Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, after the opening theme, go into the opening of the radio show and have that theme as well. Radio Remembers or something. Some kind of cool, catchy little title of the show. It'll work. So, revamping the show as well as rebranding the show, the morning show, instead of Crazy Old Mornings with Crazy Old Weird. That's just going to go to the morning show. It'll still be season 5, but it'll be the morning show, episode 1, episode 2, that kind of thing. And it'll still be season 5. I'm not going to show it as season 5. Somewhere in the description it will say season 5. And the original title, Mornings with Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy, season 5, the morning show. In various themed formats. And along with that, I'll need to spread it around on a few different formats as far as sharing not the show itself, but where to find the show and promos about the show, so that I can air them on other channels and get them to come by and look at it on this channel from other platforms. I think that's where I fall short, is because my channel is not monetized. YouTube doesn't want to have me pushed in people's faces. You actually have to type up Crazy Old Weird Bearded Guy or Elsinore Brothers Studio. That kind of stuff. You have to actually type in something relevant to me before you start seeing my content. But I do have a lot of content now, so if you do type up my stuff, you start seeing a lot. But they're not gonna go out of their way to get you interested in something they're not gonna make money on. So. But if I have a monetized channel that has interesting content that I can share this channel on, then it would probably help as well. So another YouTube channel, up the game on Twitter and Instagram, and try to get a couple of other platforms going. And create one video that I can use, one set of graphics, one video, something that I can use throughout all of the different platforms, so that so that I have a brand, right? So that I have an actual a home base at YouTube, and these fingers, all they are there for is to point at YouTube. That's it. So I need to create, once a week, I need to create a promo that I use on YouTube and Facebook and whatever other platforms. And if I can just share my YouTube stuff on these other platforms with a special graphic, then that's all I need to do. And then as well, create some kind of video or set of videos once a week that I can use to go with those promos. Because after the show every day of every week, I will put together the show for next week. That will enable me to put together a coherent promo for what's going to be happening the following week. Every Sunday I put together a promo. I should get into the habit of putting together that promo on Friday at the end of gathering all of my elements. I should put together the promo, and then on Saturday I should shoot whatever video I need for the promo, and then get that uploaded by Saturday. I should just have a file, a box of days. I should probably get one of those little stackable tray things with 5 trays. And every tray will be a day of the week and contain whatever information I need on paper, and do the same stack of files in both computers. And that's it, baby. Create my graphics here, upload them onto the daily, create my images and videos here, put them in a file to play from here over to here so I can hear them and participate, and so I don't clog up this thing here. And print out my copy. And that's it. Copy. Graphics. Images and video. Recycle out the old stuff. Upload the new stuff, get it ready, and then call it quits for the day. And then when I get to Friday, get that all done, and then take all of that information and put it into a promo so that people know exactly what we're talking about. And then every day, when I go live, that description of what we're doing that day should be in the description of the show. The title of the show and the description. That's kind of a lot of work. If I can just do a copy and paste thing, that would be great. So every day I just copy and paste, start my live feed, open up my files, play stuff, have my copy. Bada bing. Easy peasy. I'm going to have to scour my sources for playable music. I like to stick to the older stuff because I don't get hit with any copyright crap. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick to the old fun jazz from the 1920s and 30s and other music from that era. It's just easier that way. The closer I get to 100 years old, the better. Yeah, Monday Movie Memories. We should watch a movie and we should talk about a movie. We should watch movie trailers. We should watch some kind of short, some kind of movie, film, something about film. And we should discuss movie, and we should discuss a particular movie especially. On Tuesdays when we're doing our morning show with commercials and stuff, one of the segments will be let's go to the movies, and that's what we'll talk about. Right? Can we do that? Are we allowed to do that? We can do whatever we want, really. Where's my red pen? Here it is. No, TV show. Yeah, on TV on Tuesdays. On on Monday. I don't know how we gonna do the screen. I think we'll bounce around. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go when we're talking about the movies. We'll be in the theater. When we're talking about movie trailers, we'll be at the drive-in. When we're doing educational films, we'll be in the classroom. Talking about made for TV, we'll be in the TV. And then we'll come up with some different themed elements for the different segments. I love writing in the margins. Writing in the margins. I'm marginally margined. I'm gonna spread the margin on the toast. Shut up. That's not it. The show's almost over, people. It's almost time to go. Almost the top of the hour. Almost time to vamoose. I urge you to go back and watch episode 1 of season 1. It's on some days it's not much different, but most days it's quite different than it was back then. I used a lot of analog video equipment back then. Mostly everything's digital now. Totally. Yeah, so I think I will do that. I think I'll spend a little time here this morning working again on something radio. I think I'll do Radio Wednesday and try to get that. So I can't do a whole lot because I need file space. I've got most of the music on a hard drive already. I'll need to move that over onto another hard drive and create a Wednesday file, and then have all the elements in Wednesday in that file. All of my graphics should be there. All of my music should be there. All of my commercials. All of the things that I create to enhance the show should be in that one file. That's a lot of work. But at least now, the files that I'm creating now, the graphics and the themes and openings and stuff, we're talking megabytes. And I'm limited to a couple of gigabytes now. So I've got about, 13 or 14 gigabytes that I can use. So I'm just kind of eking it out here, doing a little bit here, a little bit there. Getting that theme opening was great. I'm glad I got that done. I need to tweak it a little bit, I think. So we'll see. We'll see. But I saved the program, so I can just go back and move stuff around and then save it again. Another issue is I start to chew up memory working on things, and I have to go back and reset some programs which delete a bunch of stuff if it's not saved. So, and I've done a whole lot of creating stuff lately, so I have to go back and look to see what I need to open up and save or just delete completely. Pardon me. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh yeah. So wow, it's Monday. We're gonna come back tomorrow with Tuesday. Tomorrow should be a little more fun. We should be able to, I don't know, get a little bit more involved. Because right now I'm so uninvolved. Totally. So yeah, I swear, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work on Wednesday. I think what I'll do is I will just take the graphics that I've created for Wednesday and come up with something that totally says this show, right? Come up with a great graphic, an overlay, and once I get that done, then I can start working on some kind of not a scheme, I guess. I don't know, some kind of layout for the whole show. Do my music, my segments. Come up with an idea so that every week when I get done with the Wednesday show, I can then sit here and take my notes and my doodles and come up with a 15-30 second commercial, find some music, and just do an audio, and just do some quick audio commercial, some endorsements, some just weird, bizarre shit for things that have nothing to do with anything, right? Just funny stuff. Come up with a bunch of funny stuff. So every Wednesday, it should be my goal is to not just have a show planned, but to have created new elements, audio elements. I need to come up with a sound effects file, and I need to come up with a way to deliver these sound effects promptly. Right? It is probably going to be here on my OBS, where I can install a bunch of audio things, and then all I do is I just click on them and they play like that. I won't be able to hear them, but I'll know that, you know, I'm honking a horn or quacking a duck or something. That's the easiest way to do it. If I do it over here in some kind of device that comes in to its own input, that would be best. A little pad where I have programmed sounds. Even if it's a full-blown keyboard piano thing with sounds programmed into each of the notes. Little sound effects keyboard. That would be perfect. And then I can just have little notes, little tags, you know, a little icon something that tells me what that sound is. You know, raindrops, a bunch of little water drops, 3 little water drops. That's raindrops. 1 water drop is a drop dripping. Thunder, lightning, a rim shot, coffee brewing, a bong hit. Just different sounds programmed into this thing so that I can go anywhere I want at any time. Dun, 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 dun. I can do that. I can totally do that. And what I can also do is say good afternoon or good morning, goodbye. I gotta go. It's 7 a.m. I am gonna get out of here. I am gonna work on stuff for next week. So it's gonna be next week that actually I'm working on a show for next season. So that's the thing. So it's not going to be until next season is when you're going to see the meat and potatoes of it all. But until then, I'm going to go. Spread peace and love, not bullshit. Do something for yourself, but do something for somebody else too. Why? Because you can. It's nice, makes you feel good, makes somebody else feel good. Makes the world a better place, makes you a better person. All right? Most especially stay weird. Because if you ain't weird, nobody's going to be weird for you, baby. You gotta put in the effort. You gotta put in the work. You gotta just do it. Just do it. All right. Just do it, people. All right. Being weird is nowadays just being nice to people. Just taking care of your fellow humans, right? That's all it is. All right, people. Until tomorrow morning. Adios.